Gonna pull this window out here in case there's any chatting going on there. Hi guys, AJ Gentile, Andrew James Photography here. I'm here with our good friend Marc Alary.
Hello, everyone.
I gotta get back into the swing of how everything works now.
You
I even heard
snooze, you lose.
J'ai entendu apparemment that OBS now has a way that we can kind of bypass or do what we're doing here with Zoom.
Okay.
In that rather than you connecting and me making it go through Zoom, we'll be able to do it through straight through OBS. I just have to read through the new version. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been like 10 versions since the last time I used it. I've been replacing it with Zoom all this time because it's the only way that I can get people to log in. Puis
Okay.
j'ai vu aussi à peu près avec le podcast que je fais partie tous les 2 semaines, Camerosity, they figured a way to make the join link generic.
Okay.
And basically what they've done is using the Discord and their Facebook page, they just post. It's the same link, and it's a short link. They call it joincamerositypodcast.com. So it's just like a website link. So I'm going to see if I can't do something like that for us over here so to make it more easy for people to join
Okay.
using the same link over and over again.
Because didn't you use originally the same link, which was on your page, on your Facebook page, and we
Well,
used to click on that and it would start everything?
yeah, well, that's because through OBS, the problem with Zoom is that Zoom on YouTube creates a brand new encrypted link every time it connects.
Okay.
But with OBS, I programmed in the encryption key and it would always link to the same one over again. So I could actually, in YouTube, I could plan in advance. And every time I would log in with, or every time I would stream through OBS, it would be constantly going to the same channel for YouTube.
Okay.
Rather, with Zoom, it's constantly making a new channel every single time that it connects, that it links to YouTube. Fait que c'est pour ça, c'est encombrant pour ça. But the advantage to Zoom is that, which I couldn't do with OBS, is here we can actually have multiple speakers,
Yeah.
right? Which is a lot more fun. So tonight, my friends, as a matter of fact, Mark, I gotta send you guys a new version of my so-called cookbook, the film photography cookbook, because I have a newer version of it, more complete.
Okay.
And now I'm in the process of justement going through the grammar, and I'm going to get it translated for the collège, so that we can get that started hopefully in May. So bientôt je vais t'envoyer un nouveau lien de partage pour le PDF pour que tu le vois puis tu me donnes des conseils.
Okay.
Um, as I said before, hi guys. We're here to again, it's the first well, actually it's the last Friday of the month. Puis comme je disais, I wanted to start back up photographie avec AJ. The groups and what I'm thinking about probably doing is because I also have 3 other groups. I've got the Montreal a large format photography group. I've got the what else have I got? I've got 3 or 4 groups. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this time to amalgamate all 4 groups, just to make it that much more full as far as content goes. Today, Mark, we have as I checked out already. Mark's submitted a couple of shots that we could talk about this evening. I'm just finished in the process of transferring all my old image bank from my laptop and my working external hard drive to my new QNAP. I have a NAS, which is basically an online storage device. So c'est une boîte avec 5 disques durs dedans, where it shares the whole capacity. So it's basically 6 drives. No, sorry, it's 5 drives of 6 terabytes. So the whatchamacallit, so it comes out to about 20 terabytes worth of space. And I finally have I got it all? Yes. Everything from 2023 back to 1996 is now on that drive, which is also accessible for us here at home, for the kids and for my wife, so that she can, go back to the old photos from the vacations and from, you know, specifically to get the baby pictures when the kids were born, which she hasn't seen yet.
Blackmail pictures.
Hey,
Blackmail pictures
yeah,
when
exactly. Blackmail
you're
pictures. I just got to turn off.
you're you're no when your daughter and your son will have future people they care for, and they bring them home. You can use them as blackmail pictures to get them
Exactly.
to do anything you
Exactly.
want.
Um, so I just got that finished up today because I was off today and yesterday. Um, so let me tell you what a day I had yesterday. I got cahoodled into doing en tout cas, ça a pas passé comme je voulais. Puis I'm probably gonna drop the project. Basically, I was asked to write an article for the blog for the uh, where I work for the gasoline blog, and I spent so much time on it. It finally it didn't pass anyway. So I don't know. Either I'll keep it for the year after. Well, I'll discuss it with them and find out what's going to happen with it. But it's a long story, and it didn't go as planned.
Okay.
But hey, listen, I need a lot of practice when it comes to writing too. Um, Mark,
Yes.
what have you been up to since last month?
Well, like I say, there was personal matters I had to take care of, but now I'm slowly rolling back the camera back out. The club has restarted, so RDP Photo Club, and so the homework or the themes are coming back out, and forces you to sort of move that tush and start getting pictures. So eventually I did a CERT project where we had a black and white theme.
Yeah,
And I really like a certain type of photography, which is called film noir,
yeah,
which is supposed to represent the old 1940 movies, 1950s, and things like that. And for the first time I tried it, I had mentioned it to you last time we spoke together at a round table.
yeah,
Fortunately, I couldn't put the picture because I was going to be presenting it at the club.
right.
And now it was done. So you have those two pictures. They're very hard light, and but I like the feeling of it. I like what it's looking. I usually always work with a softbox, so for me was going out of comfort zone, and I really liked it. Now they say that if you have an older model, people are going to see me a little later on. If you have someone who is a little older, when you're using hard light, it's not something that sort of tends to l'expression mettre à la meilleure lumière, put it at the best light.
Right.
So, but it was a trial and things like that, and even my girlfriend, who sort of helped me with one project, will see the other picture after that.
Oh, good. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute. Um, on the other hand, I have advanced a little bit more in my negative scannings. Uh, Development, I'm getting there slowly. As a matter of fact, I just went out to the garage to pick up and I had another. This is stainless steel developing tank for a 35, and this one here is 35. I've got enough for four rolls or two
Okay.
rolls of 120. Is it two rolls or three rolls? Two rolls. No, three rolls of 120. Um, so when I have the same, basically the same ISO of then I'll be able to use this tank here. I've got another tank also.
A little joke on the side. Make sure you don't put that tank close to your coffee machine and make a mistake.
Yeah. Mind you, there is a developer, believe it or not, that is called Caffeinol,
Okay.
and it's actually based, it's a developer that they use coffee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, because apparently, well, coffee is acidic enough that it's good to do for to use as a developer.
Oh, wow. I just
I've
learned
never tried
something.
it. I have a few friends who use it.
Okay.
Evidently it's probably one of the cheapest of the I mean it's coffee, so you know.
Does it process the film how do you say? Est-ce que la couleur du film va sortir
Non,
différemment parce que tu utilises ça? Non?
non,
OK.
non, non, non. Non, non, c'est vraiment plus c'est juste I think it's the base of the caffeine is or the coffee itself, le bin il est assez acidique. Fait que
OK.
c'est ça qui fait que ça on peut l'utiliser sur les pellicules. You're thinking of sepia.
Yeah, well, if we tint the
That's the
color.
paper. That's in the paper. That's with the
Okay.
paper, and that's in the dark room. That's the big difference.
Okay.
Let me just check here. Oh, I know why. I'm seeing a window. There you go. That's why. Okay. Um, so let's go straight to. Let me share our. Where is this? Can I minimize this sign? I forget. Let's share the. Let's grab your two shots that you got there. I want this one. C'est que Marc il a soumis justement. I got it on the wrong side again. Bring this over here. I don't know. I sent the message to Uncle Bob too. I don't know if he's going to be able to join us tonight.
I don't know, but I know that he answered on Messenger saying he got the message. So,
Yeah. Puis, je pense qu'il va être là dimanche. Il est supposé d'être là dimanche.
okay.
If things don't change. Hold on. I want to just fix my windows here. Okay, that's new. Okay, interesting. Um, Mark, you see the screen share?
I see your screen right now with all
Okay,
your shortcuts.
there we go. With all my shortcuts.
Yes.
Oh crap! I got the wrong screen. Let me hold on.
I was about to tell you I can see your bank password, but
What?
no, no, I'm joking. You know how I am. I was joking saying I can see your bank account and your
Oh, oh,
password.
oh. Comment ça, je la vois pas? Attends, je vois pas le. Ah, parce qu'il est plus loin, il est plus bas. There it is. That's the one that I want. Share. Yes, now I got the right one. Okay, perfect. So here we go. We'll start with you, Mark.
Okay.
This one is your shot.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Three, two.
Uh, f- like I say, film noir style is usually is using very hard light. So in this picture, I have a studio flash pointing down, from down going up, so that you can see that it lights up what's beneath the hat. Okay, so it lights up the face. And I have another light which is giving the highlights on top of the hat where you can say on camera right. Okay, so that was one of my first trials of doing that. Everything is basically you can use a snoot or anything like that. You're trying to concentrate the light on the person, or basically when we're doing photography, we tend to light a subject. As for film noir, we're trying to light a scene for a subject. so it looks like it's a type of movie style picture.
Okay.
So this was one of the tests I had. I have a friend who had old microphones, so that's why I sort of got into that mood. An old singer, an old jazz singer, and things like that. The only thing is I'm missing the cigarette, but I don't smoke. Maybe you can answer one of the questions.
Go ahead.
I used a 7200 lens for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed my hands seem to be okay. The guitar is smaller, it's a kid's guitar, so
Yeah.
that can sort of influence the shot. But I noticed my hands are extremely big. What's your opinion? Maybe I'm not at the right
Actually, j'allais dire justement, I was gonna make a suggestion, a comment on that. Um,
okay.
First, t'avais un lumière ou deux?
Dans cette photo-là, j'avais deux lumières. Alors, j'utilise un studio flash par en bas avec un bras d'extension pour le tenir proche du sol puis m'éclairer vers le haut. C'est
Ouais,
ça qui éclaire le visage. On peut voir le specular highlight qui est sur le microphone.
ouais,
Puis on voit que ma main gauche est bien éclairée, tandis que ma main droite est dans le noir.
ouais,
OK? Et j'ai un autre studio flash qui est en hauteur, 8 pieds de haut et qui pointe vers le bas où ce qu'il y a mon chapeau à gauche. Alors, c'est pour ça qu'on voit qu'il y a une belle ligne sur toute la bordure de mon chapeau, bien éclairée.
yeah. So, you're talking, so, la lumière qui est en haut à gauche,
Oui,
c'est ton contre-jour. So, ça fait la séparation entre toi et le fond,
oui,
right?
oui.
Um, so to talk about your hands, your left hand is receiving a little bit too much light,
OK.
first of all, and your fingers here, I don't, can you see my
Yes.
pointer? Yeah.
Oui,
So there's a little bit too much light here and a little bit too much light here. The fact that they are a little bit gonflés vient de l'effet que t'as dit que t'avais utilisé un 70-200, mais t'étais-tu à 200 ou à
ben,
70?
là, c'est ça, j'essaie d'aller retrouver la photo pour avoir les informations, là.
Que d'après moi, t'es à 70.
Moi, je pense que oui.
Et t'aurais dû être genre à peu près 100-150 mm instead.
OK,
And you should have backed up. Your camera should have been backed up,
OK,
right? To compensate so that à 150, tu remplis le même espace dans la photo.
OK.
Tes mains auraient été beaucoup plus petits, premièrement. Um, but like I said, they're receiving a little bit too much light because they're too bright. But then again, you could also fix that in post process,
Oui,
and you could just burn in. Wait a minute, no, sorry, dodge out a little bit of the light that's on the back of your hands.
OK.
They should be more in the tone, I would say, of your skin here on your cheek. Maybe just a little bit brighter than that.
The focal length, I was at 47.
OK, ben t'avais pas ta 70-200 là.
Non, 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 c'est ça, je me suis trompé, je m'excuse, là. J'utilisais probablement la 24-150, là.
OK, ben c'est ça. Quand on fait du portrait, surtout en studio, la préférence, c'est entre 70 et 135.
OK.
OK? Because if you were using a 7200, that's pretty surprising that they would be, that much more, pas gonflé, là, but, see. The lighting, though, is very nice. I really do like it. You really got the focus bang on because when you look here, hold on, let me get rid of the pen. See, when you look here, your eyes are perfectly in focus.
Yeah.
And t'étais à quelle ouverture?
F8.
F8? OK, so c'est pour ça que the brim of your hat is as sharp as your eyes are. Because your focus probably did fall on the brim, but avec la fuite, tu as été chercher tout jusque ton oreille en arrière ici, là.
OK.
Tu vois? Puis même, tu aurais pu, tu sais, tu aurais pu baisser ton éclairage un petit peu plus, puis même aller chercher genre un F4 5.6.
OK.
Ça t'aurait introduit un peu plus de flou. So ton épaule, like, see, right now, basically, because your focus is here, your depth of field covers from your hand all the way to your shoulder in the back,
Yeah.
right? And at the same time, by using a slightly larger aperture, your lighting would have been slightly dimmer. You would have still got the same quality of shadows here, but it would have just been a little bit plus doux. Sur tes éclairages, as-tu des boîtes à diffusion ou t'as
Non,
des
c'était
parapluies?
comment ça t'appelle ça? Okay.
T'avais un
Just give me a
snoot? Ouais.
second, I'll show you.
You had a snoot?
No, not on that picture.
Oh, okay.
It's on the picture with Lynn that I used the Cobra with the snoot. I
Okay.
don't know if you can see it right now, where I have barn doors.
Hang on. Here, wait a minute so we can see what you're doing. Vas-y, parle.
OK, ça m'a baissé ça juste une seconde. Alors, I was using the studio flash with the barn doors and using a grill in the middle to
Okay.
control the light.
Okay, the grill's called the honeycomb.
The honeycomb, sorry. Je le dis en français, puis il y a des affaires que je dis en anglais.
Bon, même ça s'appelle un nid d'abeille.
Ah, OK.
So
Alors, c'est
that
ça.
was,
Non, c'est parce
ça,
que
c'était la
c'est
lumière qui
après.
est ça, c'était la lumière qui est à terre.
Euh, oui, ça, c'était la lumière qui était à terre, mais j'utilisais le même format pour la lumière qui éclairait là, la lumière de séparation.
Okay. Okay.
Mais le poteau était monté à 8 pieds dans les airs parce que
Okay.
j'essayais de mettre moins de lumière. Puis malheureusement, mais mon studio, comme on peut voir en arrière de moi, c'est pas quelque chose qui est immense. Alors, j'ai un 6-7 pieds de largeur, puis j'ai peut-être une dizaine de pieds de profondeur.
Okay.
Alors, ça fait des photos qui sont un peu plus condensées. Là, je suis obligé de choisir comment est-ce que je présente ça.
Okay.
Mais ça a été ma première photo de ce style-là, style film noir. J'ai beaucoup aimé le résultat parce que, comme j'ai dit, j'ai toujours eu peur de utiliser du hard light puis tout ça, puis d'aller directement avec un flash parce que on disait que quand on a quelqu'un qui est plus vieux ou quelque chose comme ça, c'était pas une lumière qui faisait un compliment à la personne.
Ça dépend vraiment le but de ta photo.
C'est ça.
You know, it's easy to say that it's not that type of lighting that you would use, but if you can use it intelligently and legibly, then there's nothing wrong with it.
OK.
You know, a lot of jazz clubs, a lot of that kind of nightlife, you know, in the 20s and the 30s was that exactly that,
Hmm.
you know, and that came out really, really nice. Let's have a look at your other shot. That's a beautiful shot, Evelyn. Oh my God. Might help if I actually shared it, right? Here we
Là,
go.
j'attendais 1 heure ou 2 avant de te le dire, là.
There we go. Parfait, ça va là. Just gonna reset my screens because every time I do this, it screws up my partitions here. Mais non, ça c'est un très très beau.
Est-ce que sur ton écran, Lynn, elle a un arme dans les mains, là, qu'est-ce qu'elle t'appelle les 38 Special, là, dans le temps là, des détectives, puis tout le
Truly,
kit?
honestly, you don't see it because it's actually in the shade, and it's so much in the shadow that it's right here.
OK.
I
Là,
can see her hand is holding a gun.
OK.
Okay. And I can see the guns pressing down on the lats of the,
Of the
the
blinds.
of the blinds. Um, but I'm imagining there's just a big black spot here.
OK.
Now,
Mm,
explique nous, tell us how you lit this shot.
OK. Alors, si on regarde, on voit qu'on a le star. Le star est accroché dans les airs, c'est dans mon sous-sol. Alors, c'est une photo studio. Le star est accroché après une partie de mon plafond et le côté où ce qu'il y a le photographe, j'utilise un stand de photographie pour tenir l'autre partie là, du star puis tout ça. Il tombe jusqu'à terre. En arrière de Lynn, c'est des armoires qui sont blanches. Alors, c'est pour ça que je me suis dit, ça va faire un petit peu de un fond blanc, puis que là, si je projette les lattes, ça va faire des lignes noires dessus.
Okay.
Alors là, qu'est-ce qui arrive, c'est qu'on place le star, on va le côté extérieur, qui serait à l'extérieur de la maison, là, comme on dit, là, ou du bureau,
Ouais.
c'est qu'on installe un Cobra Flash avec un snoot pour condenser la lumière le plus possible. Ça permet que on voit les ombrages en arrière de Lynn. Toutes les lattes sont très définies, c'est très clair and not soft light ou ce que ça
Right.
serait évasé. Alors, parce qu'on réduit la lumière le plus possible, un petit point le plus possible, c'est que ça donne un effet plus clair, plus défini. Alors là, qu'est-ce qui est arrivé, c'est que j'ai placé Lynn. On voit qu'avec une main, elle tient la latte dans les airs et avec le fusil, avec le canon du fusil, elle pointe par en bas et elle fait un trou assez grand que la lumière avec le snoot va aller éclairer son visage et il va diffuser juste assez pour éclairer au niveau de un petit peu la tête et un petit peu au-dessus de la ceinture. OK?
Yeah.
Alors là, c'est ça. Là, dans le post-traitement, moi, sur mon écran, c'est ça que j'ai de la misère. On en avait déjà parlé. On dirait que quand je prends une photo, entre qu'est-ce que moi je vois et qu'est-ce qui est imprimé ou vu, l'image est toujours un peu plus noire chez le monde ailleurs. Alors, le fusil, moi, je vois parce que j'ai des lignes blanches sur le fusil, ça définit l'arme, tandis que le monde ne le voit pas comme il faut. Ça, c'est quelque chose qu'il faut que je retravaille, là. Mon
C'est pas en
éclairage,
post-traitement. C'est
hein?
vraiment plus, c'est pas en post-traitement que tu dois travailler. It's
OK.
the actual shot. It's missing a light, and
Ah,
the light
OK.
that's missing, believe it or not, is behind her left elbow.
Ah, OK.
Because right now, I like the vignette that comes off here, this vignette right here, this dark space, but
OK.
there's no separation from her arm to the back wall.
Ah, OK.
And what can be done here is you don't you don't flash the light on her, you don't flash the light on the wall, you flash the light up.
You would flash what towards the ceiling?
Yes. And what I would do with that is I'd have to pull them out of this abyss of, I'm not going to say what it is. Okay. But I have these covers that you can put, or if you can get, malgré que ça peut être cher, là, mais if you can get, it's aluminum foil that's been painted with a black matte paint.
OK.
And basically, all you need is you just need a piece of it. And what you do is you make a cone out of it, and it actually looks like the snoot you had on that flash behind you,
OK.
but you just make a tube with it. And what it does is it condenses the light, so it just makes a ray. And then you
OK.
could, with that, you could see how that would have, but it just, she needs a little bit more separation here because her arm really does fade into that back.
OK.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think me for the shot that I did right now, because I asked Lynn to use that arm to lift the blinds up, that's what probably stops the light from making it in the back to sort of
Oh
separate.
yeah, yeah, definitely. That if
The,
the only light you had was the one on the other side of the blinds, then you're absolutely right.
yeah, it's the only light. It's a one light job.
Okay.
So
But you could have so so use the speed light on the side of the blinds.
on the outside of the blinds, it's one
Why didn't you use your barn doors and put the speed light under?
because if you take a look at the shadow des lacs qu'il y a en arrière, ça
Why?
aurait été plus soft, tandis que là, sont plus définis. J'aurais pu l'essayer, ça aurait fait plus de lumière, mais ça aurait été un peu partout, là, tu sais.
Okay. Okay.
Faudrait que je l'essaye parce que quand j'ai fait des tests une fois, moi, j'ai un mannequin que je mets.
Oh ouais.
Comme ça, je peux ajouter ma lumière, puis ça ne fatigue pas le sujet. Puis quand que mon sujet arrive, mon modèle arrive, mais là, je ne perds pas du temps à dire, mais là, attends, m'ajuster, m'a déplacé d'un pied, m'a monté d'un pouce, m'a descendre de 4 pouces.
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
Ça va plus vite, puis la personne, elle rentre, on prend les photos, puis après ça, la personne peut quitter, puis j'ai pas trop demandé là,
Okay.
au modèle, puis tout ça. Alors ça a été mes deux expériences dans ce style-là, puis tout ça. Ça va être à développer. C'est quelque chose que je pense que j'aime.
No, it came out. They both came out very nice. Congratulations.
Ben, merci beaucoup.
Very, very nice.
Est-ce que tu en as fait, toi, dans ce style-là?
J'en ai déjà fait, oui. Justement, ce mois-ci, j'ai vraiment pas eu le temps de faire la photo en temps réel. I've been trying to get through my class creation so I could get stuff started this summer.
OK.
Um, but I haven't had it, and I haven't had a real big chance to play in the studio because my classroom I can convert it into a little studio when I want to. Um, but and I'm glad you're having a lot of fun with the club too. It's giving you some challenges. C'est des défis intéressants.
Oh oui, il y a toutes sortes de défis là, qui s'en viennent. On est supposé d'avoir ah, excusez-moi, là, j'ai un blanc de mémoire. Tu avais présenté une photographe, une dame des années 70 qui était une gardienne d'enfants.
Oui,
Là,
Vivian Mayer.
oui, c'est ça. Alors, on a eu des photos à ce style-là, puis tout le kit. Malheureusement, ça a été dans une période que je ne pouvais pas sortir de matériel, alors j'ai pas pu en sortir. Mais Vivienne Mayer, alors on a eu au club, on est supposé de faire aussi Richard Avedon, si je ne me
Yeah,
trompe pas. Ça va être plus tard dans la saison. Alors, c'est ça que le monde a beaucoup aimé de Vivienne Mayer, c'était les autoportraits là, qu'elle faisait en utilisant son environnement pour faire ses photos.
yeah,
Puis, si vous avez le temps de peut-être prendre une chance de regarder, comme photographe, c'est une dame qui n'était pas connue. C'est après son décès qu'elle a été connue parce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui a récupéré toutes ses photos et lorsqu'il a vu le bassin d'ouvrage que cette dame avait fait, il ne pouvait pas lui mettre ça dans les vidanges. Il a fait sortir ça, puis elle est devenue très populaire après ça à être connue.
yeah. Well, yeah, and there was a big drama case
Controversy about it. Oui.
because it was a guy who bought an estate sale where there was something like, I don't know, there was maybe tens of thousands of her negatives and few prints. Um, and the grandson, son petit-fils, had the rest of the collection.
OK.
And so at one point there was a big guy, I guess, between the two of them of who owned what, because of course, you know, in today's age, in today's day and age, you know, we all have to own our you know, our stuff. And anyways, long story short, I think they've just basically let bygones be bygones, and the son kept what he owned, and the collector kept what he had. Um, but they did come to, I think they did do an exhibition together. And as a matter of fact, there is a film, I think it's a PBS production that they did of her.
Okay.
C'est difficile à trouver, mais actually, her website, for some reason, there's a problem with her website. I was trying to get to it.
Okay.
And you also talked about Richard Avedon,
Yes.
and Richard Avedon is an American photographer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's a fashion photographer.
Yes. But what I've seen and where I'm going to probably be going with the pictures I'm supposed to take is he went around the United States and took pictures of people in their most natural form. If a person was working on a farm with a sleeveless shirt or something like that,
Right,
and he was shoveling dirt and things like that, he took that picture.
right,
So, and he did a basin of work for across the United States.
okay,
A lot of people know him more, like you say, for his fashion photography and things like that. But
right,
I wanted to expose another type of his photography.
okay. No, and there's a lot of beautiful black and white.
Yes.
If we're throwing photographers around, there's also well, evidently in the street photography, there's Steve McCurry. I got Steve. Is he there? Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Steve McCurry. There, no, McQueen. I'm so bad with. Excuse me. There he is. Here,
You're
portraits.
pretty good, AJ, because I have no memory for names. And it's like anytime I'm trying to say something, I want to hit myself because I don't remember.
Well, I mean, these guys, and I think I told you too, just in the last few months that I've been writing up my class guide, I've been going back to a lot of my old textbooks, and I'm starting to realize that most of what I've been teaching in my classes and in my visits to the photo clubs, a lot of the phrases that I'm using are coming back from these books that I'm rereading now and
Okay.
actually kind of tying into, oh my God, this is the stuff I was learning when I was in school.
Okay.
And here I am just reintegrating it into my own classes that I'm giving. Here Steve McCurry. And like Uncle Bob, Steve McCurry, his principal film was Kodachrome.
Okay.
Just look at the
The
quality.
eyes.
Look at the eyes, how the eyes pop in every single one of his shots. Look at these portraits.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I was saying, Richard Avedon, you would have the picture of the person with the mining cap that was a few
Yeah,
seconds ago. That's his type of picture. He would be doing it in black and white, and he'd put him against the background would be a white background from the side of a building.
yeah,
So that's what he used, and it's his trip across America.
right.
So you need a teacher. Well, he'd put her close to the school, the little school they did have, and things like that. And so that's one we've discovered. If we're talking about photographers that we like, I like a lot Joe McNally.
Yes, absolutely.
He tends to work a lot with Cobra fashes. He even developed certain techniques with multiple flashes and
Flash photography's evolved very, very, very well in the last 20 years. Here he is.
this gentleman worked for National Geographic, so it's like he seems to be around. If you go see some of his pictures, I like his night pictures where he tends to put the subject in front of coucher de soleil,
Right?
and then he'll light up his subject just at the right amount to sort of come out, like he'll come out clear and defined and things like that. But it'll always be a night scene or something like that.
Okay. my internet's slow tonight.
Well, you're
There
probably
we go.
handling a lot, so
There we go. There's also, if you want to go back to the portrait stuff, one of my favorites was or it yeah, well still is Yusuf Karsh.
okay.
He was a American Canadian. There we go. And he was way back. Let me see.
Okay.
Where's it? Yusuf Karsh. Here we go. All right, there you go. He was a portraitist, and he led, literally he led portraiture. I mean, these kinds of photos here, today
Yeah.
you don't think of this when we talk about portraits. Today it's what do they call it now? They call it what's it called? Lifestyle photography. It's
Okay.
like, come on, seriously. It's freaking it's snapshots in the park is what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Um we had a guy here also. I can't what was his name? Actually, I have his ah um I think his name was Yusuf too. Simone, which is a French photographer who's based out of I think it was in Hunsik in
Okay.
Montreal. And for years he was the literal representation of portrait photography, and it was this style photography that he did. I
I
mean,
love putting the subject in the environment of his workplace.
it's he it to the point where he couldn't bring his lighting to his clients. He'd bring his clients' offices to his studio,
Oh, wow.
and he would literally set up the studio as if it was one of my great uncles, my grandfather on my mom's side, his one of his brothers, him and his wife, my aunt Etienne, both got photographed by this guy. And
Okay.
believe it or not, I swear to God, okay, 25 years after the shot, I think it was 25, 20 or 25 years after the shot, when I started working for Gus with the wedding photography in Little Italy,
Okay.
he gave me a 90-minute videotape, and I'm talking a VHS, okay, which was an educational video that he and his wife made on portrait photography. And he featured both portraits of my great aunt and my great uncle.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, and my uncle must have been, oh, they must have been in their 50s.
Okay.
It was, and I'm like, holy crap, that's Auntie Etienne and Uncle Tommy. And then I started going around the family. Who is that photographer that shot? And oh, it was hilarious. I have a digitized copy of it. I should send it to you so you have a look at it. But
Yes, I'd appreciate that.
oh my God, you'd love it. You'd really, really love it to see the way that he literally built his environment around his subject to create that. And as a matter of fact, this photographer here, Josef Karsh, he's the one who shot that famous photo of Churchill.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
Churchill with the cigar?
Yeah.
He's the one who shot it.
Okay.
Actually, do they have it in? I don't know if he's got to have it here somewhere. Where's Churchill? Here, Chuck Jones. I mean, these are actors from when you and I were kids.
Yeah. It's fun now because we have a family Facebook, a family messenger, should I say,
Yeah,
where when it's an anniversary of a grandparent or something like that, well, we'll
right.
break out the old black and white pictures. And what I did this in the last month, I went back a year and took all the black and whites,
Yeah.
and I tried the Photoshop AI and put color on some of them,
Okay.
and the older generation really appreciated it.
Oh, for
But
sure.
But it's like it's so much fun because you have the pleasure of discovering your great aunt and uncle through a photographer. We have a friend of ours, Art Fabrizio.
Yeah.
The other day, he was cleaning out something, and he told me he found a poster of his older brother who played music,
Okay.
and he's gonna have it framed. But it's like he was sort of scared to open up the poster for it to break in pieces.
Right.
But
Right.
they managed to save it properly and things like that. So it must be a treasure when we can find a picture like that of someone that's part of your lineage or your family or the history of your family, and you can see these older pictures, you know.
Definitely. Absolutely. See, he had three sittings. This one was the 1941 sitting,
Okay.
but he had two other, and on one of the portraits he's holding his cigar.
Yes.
Really, really, really. I mean, look at the lighting on this.
Isn't that picture in a National Geographic, I believe?
Yeah, and I believe isn't this the one that got? Yeah, this is the one that got stolen from Ottawa.
Okay.
Apparently, at one point, it got stolen. It was gifted to the prime minister in the parliament. Yeah, that's it. Prime Minister Mackenzie King invited. I'm reading through it really quick here, but
Yeah.
at one point, this photo actually got stolen out of the parliament.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
they ever find it by
I believe, yeah, no, it kind of just got disappeared for a while, and then they it came back, or
okay.
I think the person brought it back, but yeah. Well, I was gonna say something else. I forgot now. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Uh, I did do. Where is it? I need this. It is in here. I wasn't going to, but because I had told you guys that my group Yare Camara Montreal did and I didn't want to. Oh, where did I put it? Hold on, I know it's in here. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Now that I want to show them, then now that I'm not going to be able to find the damn things. Hold on, where is it? No, it's not training images. Where is it? Where is it?
Isn't it always the problem when you're in a hurry, you want to show something because you want to
Yeah.
get a
Oh,
message
here it is.
across?
Here we go. So, en fait, un print exchange en justement le mois passé. Et puis, just hey. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Where I do that, make a directory. I gotta just hold on. I gotta do a quick sort through here. Okay, so all move this one. This one. So because I wanted to keep them for the next time they do the
The
exchange,
exchange?
but and I wasn't going to. Okay, let me get it up for you. There we go. Bring this over here. And I need to do share again. There we go. So this is one of the images
Oh wow.
here in Montreal.
Yeah.
Say what I call this, but anyways. And these ones here were all digital. And I've whoops. These are all digital. I printed them all 8.5 by 11,
Okay.
and they're all treated in silver effects.
Okay.
This one here, though, Uncle Bob, I'm gonna try another rendition of this because I showed them to Uncle Bob, and I'm gonna try one where I take this gentleman right out over here
Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
because we see him. It's because I wanted it to be anchored. This is the anchor for the reflection,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try it again and see. Then I did a sepia one of Sussy St.
Oh,
Paul.
wow. I love the old finish. The
Yeah, it came out better this way than it did black and white. There's just something about black and white that I just love. It
If we go back just a second, you were talking, you anchored the gentleman in the picture because of his reflection.
Yeah.
Do you know that there is a technique in Photoshop where you're using an AI? You can try it as maybe an experiment, but you can remove some reflections.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I
Yeah,
was
you know,
No, no, I know
not my
you're a
style.
purist. You love the you take your shot, whatever's in the shot is in the shot.
Exactly. This one came out nice too. This was a it was on a Sunday too. It was quite a few people for a Sunday on St. Paul. Usually St. Paul is extremely quiet.
Do you tend to take your pictures and put them on a white background? Because I can see you've got a nice little black line and
No, well, what I do is because a lot of times because I usually print on 8.5 by 11 paper,
okay.
which is not the ratio because the ratio of a 35 millimeter is a 3:2.
Yeah.
So it fills an 8 by 12, but you got to crop it for an 8 by 10. And seeing that most of the paper that I purchase for the printer here is 8.5 by 11 when I do my test shots, what I do is I shrink the 3 by 2. So I shrink the 8 by 12 into the 8.5 by 11. And I don't like just leaving no terminator between the white of the paper
Okay.
and so I like to finish it with a faux border
Okay.
that actually comes with Silver Effects. It's got like 14 or 15 different types of borders. I just like to have that little fine black line around it to really delimit the photo from the actual paper.
Okay.
When it doesn't work, I noticed is when you start doing treatments like this, because if you look, where is it? Go here, and let's say we do 50%. You'll notice that the sepia actually it passed over.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell was that? Go back. Oh, there we go. So you see here, you'll notice that, hey, seriously?
You're probably asking too much to for your equipment right
No, it's
now
because
because you're
the
broadcasting.
moment I go over on this side here, it goes to the previous photo. But you'll notice here, you can see the sepia has passed over it, and I didn't realize it until after I printed it.
Okay.
But oh, and these ones here, um, this batch I had them print at the store, so to use a chemical process instead of using the inkjet. And
Uh,
now I'm going to redo them all in inkjet to make to see the comparison between the chromogenic paper versus inkjet paper.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, by the way, the picture that I took with Lynn, I printed it with Fuji metal paper.
yeah, yeah.
Because of where I went, there was a special, so it was even cheaper than normal paper. So I did the trial on that one,
All nice.
and I have a Buffalo 10 by 10 where it's completely high key,
Okay.
and you have the buffalo that's in just black and white, and you have a little grass underneath the hoofs.
Nice.
That one metallic paper is incredible. The out is I really love it. As for Lynn's picture, well, it sort of made everything really dark. So, the example, the famous gun doesn't show that well and things
Right,
like
right.
that. So, but it was my first time with metal paper.
I gotta take you out over here to the Canton de l'Est. There's a farm of they call them Highland cows.
Yeah,
The big they got the big huge des cornes
yeah.
and autant les mâles que les femmes que les mâles.
Okay,
So it's really it's something else. And I'm the last year when I went with friends from Saint Jean, um, I met the owner. So he told me, he says anytime I wanted to bring anybody up, and he sells the meat too there if for
if you're
those who are
interested. So,
interested. But he's got I think he's got about 100 head of cattle.
oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. We only saw about a quarter because it was a hot day and it was sunny. So most of them stayed either in the forest or not the forest, but on his land he has he's got trees
Trees.
or in the barn. But yeah. So this year, this summer, I'll bring you down.
Okay, well,
We'll shoot
let
some.
me know
Yeah.
ahead of time, and we'll schedule that. While for the bison,
Actually,
it was a
come to think
place
of it,
that Fabrizio took me.
holy crap! I don't think I developed a 4x5. I brought my 4x5 there, and I don't think I've gone through that film back yet. Shit. I have to take a look at that.
Because you showed some pictures of that.
Yeah, that was on my digital
Okay,
because I had the Sony with me just to take a few quick and easy shots, quick and
okay,
dirty. But I specifically brought my 4x5, and I think I only took two shots with the 4x5. Um, because it's a whole other mess. Uh, but but going down there this year, I want to go down with either dry plate or wet plate if I can get the stuff from the States, because
okay,
evidently ordering shit from the States now c'est rendu c'est ridicule. Um, tout qu'est-ce que ça me prend, c'est des chimies pour me partir, and after
okay,
that, I'll be all set for collodion, which will be something interesting too.
okay. So
Well,
you're
Mark,
exploring all these new avenues of
oh
photography.
yes,
Well, the old avenues of
the old
photography.
avenues, yeah,
So
yeah.
when are you gonna go daguerreotype?
Actually, believe it or not, the dry plate that I do is very, very close to daguerreotype. It's actually, um, well, it's a glass plate, so yeah, it's just after daguerreotype.
Okay.
I have two boxes of tintype that I've never even taken out of the, I've never even opened yet. So that'll be something to maybe that'll be something to try out this year too.
Hey, maybe you do on one of your future YouTube
Yeah,
an unboxing.
yeah.
The only
Absolutely.
thing I'm scared is if there was a lot of humidity or something like that, if it may have altered some of the plates.
No, 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 no. The plates you gotta cut. Toi, tu le mets toi-même.
Okay.
You make the plates yourself.
Oh, okay. I thought they were previously taking
No,
pictures from 50, 60 years ago or
no,
something
no,
like
no, no,
that.
oh, no, 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 no.
Okay.
This is true tin type, and you do you cover the emulsion on the whatchamacallit on the plate, and you let the plate dry, and you develop it like you normally would, but it's already done. Shellac is already there. It's all done.
Okay.
You shellac it after. Sorry, no, you shellac it after. Yeah, but it's a whole process.
Well, I know it's a whole different process and things like that. Well, AJ,
Mark, thank you
yeah,
very much for your time. Comme
no problem.
d'habitude. For those of you who are listening, we will be around on Sunday night for our round table. I will post it also later tonight. I'll post it on the Andrew James Photography page pour ceux qui veulent nous rejoindre. I've invited a few people already. I don't know if I haven't even checked to see who. I know, Mark, you said tentatively. Uncle Bob's definitely going to be there. And a couple other people I think might have said also tentatively. Um, but Mark, in the meantime, have a wonderful weekend. and we'll see you soon.
No problem.
Take care, guys.
Ciao, bye.